Hi Capricorns, if you'd like to come on and have a seat for some symbolic support, I've created an ink blot made in your name and essence for the aura of March, and we're going to scry from one direction to see what shapes and symbols stand out to our psyche and psychic senses. As well, we'll add on tarot and oracle, and where Mr. Ghost Gift is here, you know the drill. He's kicking for any audio additions that may further inspire or irritate. Please do receive or release freely overall. Capricorns, I'm going to take a moment to open up, but I shall reveal so you can start scrying if that is your wish or not. All right, you do you. I'm going to take a moment to close the eyes, cleansing the palette of perception, releasing the race and the rush, activating the abstract mind and ancient awareness to perceive and receive symbolic support in the name and honor of Capricorn Collective.
Lower.
Cappies, thank you so much for being my muse, for holding space for me to share my insights and allowing me to be a guest in your aura. Also my aura, but your aura more importantly. All right, let's dig in here and see what's coming through. Okay. There's a lot of help coming in over here. I don't know if the coloring allows it to come through, but this is purple. And it's almost like they're applying something to gold. So purple and gold could be colors that you're working with right now. Even it's bringing like a very royal feeling. Like a higher self royalty. I wonder if you're like stepping into it. I'm seeing it very velvety. You maybe have been toying with something for a little bit, Capricorns. Toying. There's a gift being brought in right about here. It is a gift. I'm also getting Fool energy, like from the tarot specifically. Now, this isn't the Fool. Okay, so this is a Fool. It's a frequency. Oh my goodness, a frequency Fool. So it's not necessarily the way I'm seeing it in like a foolish way.
Dangerous.
Yeah, you're not being foolish. This actually feels very wise. Also, there's an energy, spirit animal. I don't know what it is. It's got your back.
Hand.
Give me a moment. This isn't carried like a burden. No, this is you can feel the spirit animal or the symbol that's on your back, but it's not a burden. Okay, so I just heard specifically it's like okay, I don't know what that fairy tale is. Even if it's a fairy, I don't know what it is. It's just a story coming through. Oh, you know what it is? It's The Witcher. No? I don't know. Hold on. Look at all the light we have today. Let there be light. Capricorns, let there be light. There's something about having to slay a dragon. Okay, that's the story coming through. And it's like there is twins. So say like your human and your higher self or whatever aspects. And one version was like maybe something you're working towards or some sort of concept that was supposed to be the pride and joy. But this other aspect that seems to be, maybe it's more introverted or it's an idea or a skill set or something. You're like, no, it feels less confident. However, that's the version that actually slays the dragon. And
Keep going.
I want to know it's not a matter of slaying the dragon because no dragon was hurt during this journey. No dragon was actually hurt. It feels like a hologram and it holographically inserted itself for you to recognize something about that skill, even if it's like, well, no, I just did it by accident, or I got lucky, or whatever the case is. It wasn't the case. No favors were done for you. It was a matter of shining a light on the ability to take this concept you may have, personal, professional, corporate, creative, platonic, romantic, apply any channel. I'm going to be honest with you, it doesn't feel like any of those. What it feels like is an aura of something I haven't interacted with before or yet. There's something about a confidence about it. Okay, so that's fine. Because, okay, somebody's also getting their eyes checked. Right in here. Like I'm seeing this gold blob with like one of those little like things. Like ears or eyes. But I do see it as eyes specifically. This, okay, so this
School.
frequency Fool. You know how like everyone's like good vibes only, or raising your vibration, which has its place, I'm sure. This feels like frequency. And I'm not necessarily intelligent enough to know or recap what the difference is, but this feels like frequency. And it's a new... Okay.
Sister.
See how gold this is? It's like a guardian angel that is like checking in on you after you've seen what you've seen or done what you've done up until this point. Do you know what this also makes me feel like? I know I'm all over the place, but if you're here, you're used to it, and I appreciate you holding space for such yammerings. And if this isn't your scry story, thank you for holding space for others. This makes me feel like you're getting visions or something, or maybe you're hearing things. Let's just take that as an example. And it doesn't have to be so mystical, okay, Cappies? It doesn't have to be mystical. But I'm not going to lie, it feels that way. Again, in this frequency landscape. Okay, so, you know, say you're seeing things, or when you're a kid and
Innocent.
and they may think that like your parents is going to take you to see a doctor. Like, are they okay? And they're like, everything's fine. Everything's fine. But you're seeing something, hearing something, clear, smelling something. I don't know what it is. It's like the frequencies of these two twins are becoming one. Like the frequencies are closer together. I can give you my confidence as you have this. It's almost like a version of me that I'm conceptualizing here in this space had the skill, but not the confidence, because things felt very easy and automatic. And then this other version,
I can hear you.
Okay, sorry if I'm yelling. The other version felt lesser than for one reason or another. I'm going to say hardworking, just more in the tangible realm, like physical labor, and was really happy to do that. And it was almost like, well, I can share with you the ease and the effort come together. So it's like receiving more for less effort, but receiving more. Do you know what I'm saying? Sorry, I'm getting lost in here because I'm seeing this exchange. And it's at a cottage or some sort of cottage space. It feels like a birthing place.
What year is it?
We are in 2024. Okay, so religious or non, bear with me, it's just symbolic. It feels like this cabin thing, cottage, it feels like a manger. And you know how like when the wise men come in, that's the story. Forgive my ignorance. Oh, what is this? I see you. Okay, sorry. So what just happened is I have decks of cards off to the side. And one of my cards was in the other deck, and I just happened to see it off to the side, and it asked for my attention. And this is the card of creation. I don't know if the lighting will allow it to come through. There we go. There you go. Okay, Cappy, sorry. Please do
Spirit animal.
please do like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. I'm in the manger. And sorry, so there's like 3 wise men. All those 3 are in one, bringing you something. See, I'm almost seeing this as a penguin / bee / bat and duck feet. Like, if there's a hybrid thing happening here, it's like you're a hybrid human. And I'm not saying that to like stroke your ego. I'm saying that because that's what it looks like. Your fire is very kind. It's like bubblegum. If you could take
I know.
the flavor of like Hubba Bubba Bubba Gum, or any sort of bubble gum. I don't know why it has to be Hubba Bubba, but whatever. It's just what I'm tasting. And like a cinnamon gum. And not that they would actually taste good together the way I'm tasting it, but that it's like a pink cinnamon versus a red fire cinnamon. Somebody's lifting your chin up down here. Chin up. Okay, because I'm seeing somebody like on the ground, chin up. There's a little face. But then there's these 2 little things at my feet. I don't know if I'm dragging my ass a little bit. That's what it feels like. Okay, but I'm a grown person here, but I'm crawling. And it's kind of like I'm seeing Fred Flintstone and Dino.
Stop it.
Dino. But Dino has this ability to be like Loch Ness sorts, something also in the water. There's a deer. Okay, so much hybrid. I love it. Creation. Okay, I'll leave that there. If you're on a phone, you might be able to zoom in. There's a deer head with a cat body. And this cat body, like when a cat is cleaning itself and it's got its legs, spread out and they're licking their, bits or cleaning up whatever they're doing. That's what I'm seeing. Also something about a turkey leg. I don't know if that symbology means anything to someone. I feel feasty. It's like infusing my food with this pink fire. When I was created. And Beaver Moon. It's like that work. I can see creation. My creation, my creations, your life. Maybe your Capricorns, you're looking at your life. Things around you. Tangible and also non-tangible. Okay, I'm going to keep going. There's something about play that's important as well. Like, look at this. This is like... Okay. This feels like my shadow. This feels like a higher self fool. Like a fool, like a fool.
Not.
I'm dancing. I feel like it's in the 70s because there's bell bottoms. And
Aries.
It is in relation to Aries season. I understand. I can feel that. Because it's like I'm seeing my pet monster, but my pet monster is not a monster after all. So maybe some of you are working through whatever this is. in this, things that you're seeing, and, talking about the shadow, this, that, or the other, the ego, and apply whatever word or concept feels good to your contemplation. And maybe that's the twin feeling. You also maybe could be interacting with a Gemini or hearing from a Gemini. They have a toy with them. Again, play. It was like being at this playground. It's like, will you play with me? Will you play with me? Interesting. As I was thinking about that, for some reason, I was seeing the show Lost, and how like the two brothers or whatever they are, like always, was it like a competition, or I don't know what it was, to be honest with you, because I feel like it's not the point, but they're on a beach. And then I'm seeing the show,
My baby.
what is it? I don't know what it is, what show it is, but the angel and the devil actually become friends, lovers. And I think that you might have an awareness that you very much so are created. And I know everybody has the... Okay.
Cheating.
Interesting. I think that some people might accuse you of not cheating, but they think you're cheating the way they perceive you to receive things or go about things, and it's easy. I think just because you make it look easy, or you carry your burden silently. I'm seeing an eye patch.
Leave.
Something's not being seen all the way by others. That's not your concern. Okay. It's not your concern how you are perceived by others, but yet sometimes it's like they send energy about it. Somebody also might have just gotten off crutches or something like that. I feel like I'm learning to walk again. Like I'm going through all these different stages, and I'm learning to walk again with gold wings. And it's like I'm seeing up here, it's like you've grown this much. That's what you've grown this much. Yeah, that eye patch person isn't here. They're not seeing something.
Ritual.
And it makes me feel like that sometimes, and I feel like it's a common Capricorn tale that, frenemies or enemies, like there's a tug of war. And other energies try to present people, places, or things, tries to present themselves very, very large. So I feel very, very small. Like, listen to me. Something about like being overbearing. Now, maybe this is your energy, Capricorn. Maybe you can be overbearing. Sorry, I'm going to add on Tarot and Oracle as well. I've got like right lost in your thing. But it's like being able to, from this eye patch to seeing this, it's like, oh, I wasn't actually being overbearing.
Spirit animal.
Somebody was trying to influence something, so I would seem smaller. Somebody's raising their hands. Me. It's an ego. It's an ego shadow thing. Like, it was me. And again, it's like somebody assuming something is like of a monster, but it's not. Assessing the path and boundaries. And let's not forget that we have creation down here is seemingly the overall message. This boundary, I want to pop in that pink. 12. There's new boundaries. This is what it's like. I'm in the sack of this frequency, ready to be born again. I hope this makes sense, Capricorn, somewhere, because I feel like I'm very immersed in this.
Sorry.
No apologies needed. And you're assessing. Some people think you might, or maybe even you, like, I might have skipped a stage, or I didn't, but you might have just done it in a different space time, because you have these two. You have the two. The twins, the two. Apply polarities, whatever feels good. There's actually like more, but it's like It's like putting north and south together. So there's almost like an east and a west,
Libra.
but this feels north and south. Yeah, it's very balancing. You might feel that you're assessing your path, and there's that portal of that eye, having the eye checked. And you know something's coming. You know something's ready to be born. You're just like, you're going to break out of something. When I say break out of, it's not, I feel like someone might be expecting like it to be traumatic, like my original creation of being born, but it's not. It's not going to be the same of what yeah, see, the extremes aren't going to be there. You're very 22 might mean something to you, or might be a number that you really align with, or it's like a master number you're connecting with at this time. And see how even in this fruition card, her eyes and all this fruit, wisdom, it's like you've been gaining knowledge about your creation. And I want to say, like, in a weird way, people could say, oh, well,
Turn it off.
you know, you're creating your own path. And it's not that I don't want to be the Capricorn cheerleader, also being Capricorn. Okay, so the way I just saw it is, if you've ever seen Beetlejuice, favorite movie, at the end, when Lydia is like, oh, I got this on my math test, and she's like, can I? And she starts to float up, dun, 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 whatever the music is. I can't remember in this time because I'm not linearly all there right now. And she starts floating up. And then all the football team is on the stairs. That's what that feels like. Those cheerleaders are in a different realm. Frequency, okay? Frequency. And you're floating up. Like she got whatever on her math test. It makes sense. Yeah, it does. I claim it. I say it makes sense. Okay. Is there anything else here for the Capricorn Collective?
Do not.
I mean business. I mean business. Okay. On the right path. This is those feet. Okay, so it's like ethereal water. The duck feet. It's not also something about I feel like in the ducks, Huey, Dewey, and Louie, they have, is it Scrooge? I don't think it, maybe it's Donald Duck. I don't know. Something about money's coming through. Okay, if anyone's wondering about how this path is going to emerge, it's like releasing the control of it, because you have this gold guardian and this purple fool. And like they come in together. And plus you have this void monster, but it's not a monster. And because inside the void monster is this light little dog. I can hear it yapping. There's a whole world in here, Capricorn. There's a whole world in here. Do I go? Do I go? I don't know. It's like this monster is made up of okay, it's not a monster. I want that to be clear.
Lower.
Of previous creations that I carved. Lifetimes even.
What happened to me?
Something about a lion's tail. I think it's different for everyone. A lion's tail. If that symbol means anything to you. Okay. Listen. Let go. Gratitude. Oh my goodness. Okay. I don't know if you've been here before, because I'm seeing this as, different lands. It feels very deserty. If anyone has anything to do with desert,
Why are you
and
here?
tigers, tiger strength stands out. It's like if I was to, I feel like I'm on this path, way, way in there. I'm listening along the way. I feel like I fall down a hole like Wonderland, Alice in Wonderland, because this feels very Cinderella, male or female, indifferent, right? In your earthly expression, because this is a fluidity of energies. And then I go down in this Wonderland through this portal. And that's all that gold energy as well. Gratitude. Gratitude is gold. Gold. And it's when I go through this, it's like that creation card from the beginning. Well, you've even had like the path, and on the right path. Where's the creation? Oh, for heaven's and hot
Demon.
dogs. See, in nature of what your creation. There's those antlers from that deer. There's perseverance in your power to pursue this. Expect the unexpected. Oh, I did not even. Sorry. Expect the unexpected came up with that. What's the top card? You've been patient. Patient and perseverance. Patience and perseverance. If somebody
I'm
really
not sure.
if somebody really wants to know if they're on the right path, you are. Because you've been creating it. But there's a patience and persevering, like after going through all these different fairy tale stories, I'm going to call them. Wonderland, Cinderella, and I'm sure there's one I don't know, but it feels like something important. And maybe this is the point. This is what I don't know. And this is what I'm starting to see things in this relativity. Something might have had me bound at some point in time because I'm seeing hands and feet tied. So I had to like do like some weird army crawl, or that's how I'm feeling right now. Like if my hands and feet were tied. But I still learned how to scooch. I still scooched. And I don't think
Jennifer.
you expected the scooch. But again, you persevered. Okay, anything else for Capricorns? I'm going to look in here actually before I get ready to close. If you haven't already, Capricorns, please do like, share, subscribe. We will revisit this ink blot from the other perspective to see the aura of March later on. So thank you for being here. People keep wanting to hand you things. I keep seeing handing you things. It's like seeing life go from black and white to color. Like I'm watching TV. Creation, abundance, ascension.
Rituals.
Oh, creation again? Oy vey. It's like you've been wisely assessing what you wish to create. Assessing what is actually abundant to you. Have you had an abundance of heartbreak, an abundance of this, that, or the other, and you're assessing things. You're assessing any sort of red fire you've been through and turning it to pink. This takes practice and patience and perseverance. But your abundance is coming into fruition. But it's like in the where were you? actually to ascend
Can you feel me?
is a letting go. Yes. Can you hear me now? Does that make sense? Your soul is evolving to a higher states of consciousness, and you are ready for this. Abundance. When your heart's intention is to serve humanity, doors of abundance naturally open. But I feel like this is the Capricorn catch, and it's a conscious catch. Abundance is a big old term. Abundance of what?
I hear you.
That's the creation. Abundance of what? And it's going to be wise. Because this creation, we've had creation. Did I have another one, or was it? Oh no, it was on the right path. On the right path. Creation. Validated. I'm seeing a copper coin in your head as well. Being creative is a wonderful way of witnessing the unfolding of your limitless creative soul. By ascending, you surrender. To ascend, you surrender. Surrender. All right, Capricorns, I'm going to let you go because I feel like I could ramble on and on and on in this reading. This is what it feels like. And it's like looking at the blueprints of whatever path of whatever it is that you're creating that inevitably is going to come to fruition. So there's something, okay, thank you. So remember when I was talking about earlier on about the... Obies are next, yes. The twins, those could be your extremities, right? The extremities. And they're not bad. The balance in the middle is just a place for them to coalesce. But in and of their own polarities doesn't need to be damned or shunned. It's in the degrees of them that you're very fluid or feeling fluid. And are you abundantly in the extremes, and are you happy there? Does that propel you? Does it propel you? You have to make those decisions. You can't complain about potent polarities when you step into them, because it does project something for you. And maybe that has that place. And then other times you're assessing other lines to... Because I keep seeing it like a compass space. And I wonder if that's in the assessing of how you wish to ascend and what is abundant for you.
Please listen.
What is abundant for you? Because it's almost like anything you put your mind to patiently and with your unmatched degree of perseverance, you will bring it into fruition. That doesn't mean it's going to look exactly the way you want it or called it in. Because there's these guides that come in along the way to like check you. You know what I mean? There's like, and not check you in, but they do, like, they're like dimensional doctors for what you've been going through, what you've been seeing. And it's like, am I crazy? No, you're not crazy. But I feel like maybe it's your perception of others, or like I said, that, your parents or somebody else is like, maybe we should get them checked up, And again, if something's going on, maybe you do need to, of course, always see your family doctor or whatever sort of physicians you seek out to ensure balance. It's like the balance of Western or modern and ancient medicine. I'm not even going to get into Eastern, Western stuff. Just, modern. It's a balance. It's a harmony. Okay, Capricorns. Thank you so much for being my muse. I so look forward to seeing you for later on in March, where we will flip it and do it again. I hope this has inspired, served, or irritated equally alike. And please do like, share, subscribe. If I didn't say so already, my apologies. Capricorns, thank you. Bye. Surrender. Is that Elvis? Yeah. I love it. Surrender.